Hi, this is Brandon Smiley from thirstgym.com. Today we're going to talk about an exercise called the band pull down apart. This is an awesome exercise to learn how to do a band pull apart. Incredibly strict and incredibly well on how to keep the scapulas depressed if that's something you need. For many power lifters, this can be something that's great for the regular population. It's also great just to make sure that we're getting some depression if we happen to need it, especially if people are very upper trap dominant, where we're going to try to teach how to depress those scapulas and pull them down a little bit. I also really like this as just an overall total back burner. So putting this at the end of training programs, just finish some people off and pair it up with some of their abdominal or hamstring, some of that fluff work. This is a great exercise for that as well. So I've got my mini band tied to a chin-up bar here on my rig, but as long as you have something you can tie it to, you're good to go. You're probably going to want a mini or a micro mini band. You're probably not going to get past a monster mini band in terms of the resistance. You definitely want to make sure that you're working on the quality of this exercise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hands in the band with my palms down. I want to be able to make some space. Okay, so it's going to look like this, and then we're going to make sure that my palms are down, and then we want to make sure that I have some tension from the top. So we don't want to have it to where there's no tension from the get-go. We want to immediately create tension. That's going to help me depress my scapulas here. Okay, so hopefully you see the difference between just being here and here. So it looks like my chest is good and tall. It's a good way to coach it if you need to. We just want to make sure we're not extending to do that. We want to make sure the ribs are down as we've got our hands pulled down here. Good athletic position, so maybe a little soft on the knees. We don't want to be extended to the low back. Hold down here. And now I'm going to take my pinky side of my fingers, and now we're going to perform our band pull apart. So I'm going to be here, and then pull down and apart. So as I pull apart, the band is wanting to pull me this way, right? So I've got my lats kind of engaged and turned on to get some depression here. And then we also want to make sure that I'm going to retract my scapulas as well as I can. It's not something you're going to want to go like that, okay? Keep them pulled down. You should feel your lats. You should feel your upper back. That band should be hitting right around chest line, maybe slightly lower. If you're doing it right, you should feel the middle of your back and your lats starting to get really cranked, pumped up. Like I said, this is obviously some kind of pull apart variation. So usually we keep our reps a little bit on the higher end, and then we put a ladder in our training program. So I really like this for about 3 sets of anywhere from 10 to 20 reps. Obviously you could crank that up to 25, 30 if you really wanted to. You can do 2 sets of 50. You can really burn them up. Just make sure that you're able to keep those scapulas pulled down while you pull apart. That's a great way to help teach some stuff in the bench presses for well if you have some issues with that. So if you have any questions, feel free in the comment section. Thanks. Have a great day.